This full conversation happened over text. The appointment is sitting in the calendar with all the details. Now, what you need to understand here is while this was happening, that customer probably called 2 other HVAC companies. Both of those guys are busy. They're going to see the missed call in an hour, call back, and get voicemail. We already have the job. If you want to close HVAC companies fast, stop selling AI receptionists. Instead, build them a missed call text back system that books appointments automatically and protects their same day revenue. Hey everyone, I'm Adhiraj. Most HVAC businesses think that marketing wins them jobs. It doesn't. When someone's AC dies in July or their furnace quits in January, they're calling top-rated HVAC companies on Google one after another. They then book whoever responds first and can come out the soonest. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build the complete system using n8n, Twilio, and ChatGPT. By the end, you will have a working demo you can deploy tomorrow. If you're serious about landing local business clients, make sure to hit subscribe and let's dive in. There are 2 parts working here and they're pretty straightforward. Part 1 is on the top and part 2 is on the bottom. Part 1 is the missed call responder. Twilio watches the phone line, and when a call goes unanswered, a text fires immediately. Part 2 is the AI booking agent. Once the customer replies, ChatGPT takes over the conversation. It's going to check Google Calendar, qualify the issue type, ask about their system, and then it's going to offer times based on the urgency. Everything happens over text, which is perfect. This means there's no apps required and no phone tag. HVAC techs are literally on rooftops or in attics half the time, so they can't answer calls. This system catches everything that they miss. Let's build it. First thing you need is a Twilio account. Head over to twilio.com, sign up, and grab a phone number. This is the number that'll catch missed calls and forward all the data to your n8n workflow. The configuration is actually really simple. When a call comes in and goes unanswered, whether that's because the line's busy or nobody picks up, Twilio sends all the call details to your webhook. We'll set up the webhook URL in just a minute. For your clients now, you've got 2 options. You can either get them a dedicated Twilio number, or you can set up forwarding from their existing line. Both approaches are totally fine. The key thing is just making sure Twilio captures when the calls aren't getting answered. Now let's jump back into n8n. It doesn't matter if you're using the free cloud version or self-hosted, both are fine. The good news is you don't have to build this thing out node by node. I've already built the entire HVAC workflow for you. You can find this workflow and all the resources for this video in my school community. There's going to be a post just like this one for this video. Just use these 3 dots over here and then import the file from my school community. Okay? Now you'll see 2 flows on the canvas. The top one handles missed call detection and sends that first text. The bottom one is the AI booking agent. Let me walk you through both of them. So I'll zoom in on this top flow right here. This is what catches the missed call and fires that initial text. It's going to start off with a webhook node. Every time someone dials that HVAC number, Twilio will send the call data here. And this includes the caller's number and the call status. Things like busy, no answer, or failed, right? Next up, we have the HTTP request node. This just validates the phone number through an API layer, and it makes sure the number is real and properly formatted. You don't want to burn SMS credits texting wrong numbers. Then we have an if node, which just checks the call status. If it's busy, no answer, or failed, the workflow is going to continue. But if the call was actually answered, it's going to stop. It goes through this false branch because there's nothing to do. After that comes a wait node. We're going to wait for 5 minutes, pause, just to make sure that the call is fully disconnected. We do this because we don't want to send a text while someone's still on the line. Finally, we have the Twilio send message node. This is what fires that text. Over here, you can see it's very simple, and you should tailor this for your business. And now let's move on to the bottom flow. This is what handles a full booking conversation once we get a reply from the customer. We start off with a webhook that's listening for incoming SMS messages. Every time the customer texts back, Twilio is going to send the message body and the phone number here. Next, we have our Google Sheets lookup, which is connected to this Google Sheets, right? And basically all this does is that it searches for the phone number to see if we've already talked to that person before. If we find them, we pull the appointment ID if it exists, so the AI knows whether they're rescheduling or booking something new. After this, we move on to the code node. This is the first code node in the sequence. This extracts the most recent appointment ID if one exists. This is important for handling reschedules properly without creating duplicate appointments. Okay, after this, we move on to logging the incoming message to Google Sheets. Every customer text gets saved with a timestamp and a direction marked as in. Every message our agent sends is marked as out. This creates a full audit trail of the conversation. Okay. Next up, we have another and final code node in the sequence, and this is what injects the current time and date into the workflow. It's absolutely essential because the AI needs to know what time it is right now, so it doesn't accidentally offer slots in the past. This code grabs the current hour and minute in the HVAC company's time zone and then adds it to the data. After that, we hit the AI booking agent node, which is powered by OpenAI and connected to 5 different tools you can see over here. The first tool is Get Availability, which checks the HVAC company's Google Calendar and returns any busy time slots. If the calendar is empty, it means they're fully available. The second tool is Create Event. Once the customer picks a time, it's going to create a calendar appointment with their name, system type, and issue description, all in the event details. Third is the Save Appointment ID. Right after the event gets created, this is what saves the appointment ID to the Google Sheets, so we can reference it later if they need to reschedule. The fourth tool is Update Event. If the customer already has an appointment and wants to change it, this is what modifies the existing calendar event instead of creating a duplicate one. The fifth tool is the Date and Time Calculator. The AI uses this to figure out things like what tomorrow's date is or calculate what day of the week something falls on. The AI also has conversation memory built in right here, and you can customize how many messages the AI will remember in the conversation by adjusting this number right here. I've set it to 8. And if you ever want to clear the conversation history or reset the AI's memory, you just increment this number. So the conversation flow goes like this. The AI is going to ask for the name and zip code and then ask what's going on with their system, then capture the issue description. After that, it's going to ask for the street address, then it's going to check the Get Availability tool to check the calendar. Based on the current time and whether they indicated if it's an emergency, it's going to offer 3 appointment slots. The customer picks one and our AI calls Create Event to book it, immediately calls Save Appointment ID to then log it in the sheet. Finally, it's going to confirm the booking. Whole thing feels totally natural. It's all over text. AI is going to be conversational and professional. No emojis, no jargon. Its only goal is to be helpful. Every time the AI generates its response, we send it back through this Twilio node right here, and then we log that outgoing message to the Google Sheets with this node right here, right? That's the flow. The customer calls, doesn't connect, gets a text, replies, and then AI books them. That's it. Awesome. Now it's time to connect everything together. You want to copy both of the webhook URLs from both flows. The top flow webhook is for inbound calls, and the bottom flow webhook is for incoming SMS messages. You want to go into your Twilio console, find your phone number, and configure it. Under the voice settings, paste the first webhook URL. Under the messaging settings in the bottom, you want to paste the second webhook URL. Now Twilio knows exactly where to send the data. The next step is going to be connecting all your Google Calendar nodes. In the AI Booking Agent node, you'll see multiple tool nodes labeled Google Calendar, as you can see right here. Click each one and authenticate it with the HVAC company's Google account. This gives the AI permission to read availability and create events. You'll also want to connect the Google Sheets nodes so the conversation history gets logged properly. It's the exact same authentication process. Now, in terms of customizing the prompt, this is where you make it your own. You want to open this AI Booking Agent node and you want to look at the system prompt. This is basically the AI's instruction manual. It tells it how to talk, how to act, what questions to ask, and when to use each tool. You want to customize this business name to yours, the business hours to yours, and the time zone to wherever you live. All of the logic lives in the system prompt, so completely tailored to your situation, your use case, and your business. Now let's go ahead and test out our workflow. You want to set it to active so our webhooks can receive calls from Twilio. And I'm going to go ahead and ring our number and let it go to voicemail. The text came in, I switched to the Google Sheets view so you'll be able to see it populate in real time. I'm going to say something like, my cooling stopped working. House is super hot. There we go, it came up right here. Okay, name and zip code. It's asking for more details now. Thank you, Adiraj. Can you describe the HVAC issue you're experiencing a bit more? You can tell it, I think, something with the AC. I'm not sure. House is just super, super hot. So acting like a clueless customer, right? Full street address. And this is pretty awesome, right? This Google Sheet is really a selling point you want to emphasize to your clients. This is perfect for auditing purposes, right? Now I'm going to open up my Google Calendar. Okay, so we've got our company calendar open. Now let's choose a time for tomorrow. Perfect. There we go. It booked it in. Let's look at the details. Name, issue, address, everything's there, right? Just a cross check, it also gave me that confirmation text. This full conversation happened over text The appointment is sitting in the calendar with all the details. Now, what you need to understand here is while this was happening, that customer probably called 2 other HVAC companies. Both of those guys are busy. They're going to see the missed call in an hour, call back, and get voicemail. We already have the job. And that's the difference. Now we've gone over the whole workflow. You've seen the demo. Let's talk about how you pitch this. When you're sitting in front of an HVAC owner, you want to keep it really simple. Ask them how many calls they miss every week when they're on a job. They'll probably say 5, maybe 10. Then you ask them, okay, how many of those are emergency calls where the customer is actively shopping around for the fastest response? They'll say about half. Now you've established the problem. From here, you just show them the system and say, well, this text back instantly, qualifies if it's urgent, and books them before they call your competitor. There is no AI voice. You don't have to worry about that. When can we get you set up? Over here, you're not trying to sell AI, but you're selling speed and captured revenue. That's your whole pitch. And there you have it. That is your HVAC missed call text back AI system.